Good morning, I'm Dan, I'm from Ascending Minds, and this morning I'd like to invite you to practice with me as I take you through a beautiful Himalayan breathwork journey designed all around the air element. And now the purpose of this practice is to really bridge the gap between the seen and the unseen, between the highest version of ourself, that high frequency potential that we hold within us, and our physical earthly body. Now we're going to finish off with a beautiful visualization where you're going to have the opportunity to merge that version of yourself, that future version that embodies all of the potentials that you know are deep within you, and merge it into the now so that you can start to embody that and start to live that on a day-to-day basis. So we're just going to start by sitting comfortably and easily. Find a nice quiet spot, preferably out in nature, and if that's not available to you, just anywhere you can practice that's nice and quiet and undisturbed, where you can find a nice seat and we can start to really drop in and have a beautiful practice. So we're just going to start with our hands on our knees and just start to close the eyes and bring your awareness into the body and into the breath. Just as we're sitting to begin the practice, we're just bringing our awareness to the breath, allowing thoughts to come and not become attached to those. Thoughts are a natural part of meditation, they're a natural part of life. But the practice is not to not have any thoughts, it's developing and cultivating that ability to just allow those thoughts to drift away and not become attached to those. So as we go through, we're just going to begin, and as we breathe in, we're just going to do a scan of the body. Notice if you're holding any stress, any tightness, and through the shoulders, through the face, and just allow that on the out breath just to dissipate and drift away, allowing you to soften into the practice. Just with every breath, we're deepening the inhale and extending the exhale, all in and out through the nose. Now to begin, we're just going to bring our hands into Namaskar at the heart. And we're going to begin the practice by chanting Om 3 times. And keeping the hands in prayer at the heart, just take a moment to set an intention for this practice. Something that you think will serve you moving forward. Focused around bringing yourself into alignment and merging with your highest potential. Bringing the hands back down to the knees. First technique we're going to do is called Nadi Shodhana. So this is where we take our pointer finger and middle finger and we place them on the third eye, just above and in between the brows. Now we block the right nostril with our thumb. We breathe in through the left. We release the right nostril. We close the left nostril with our ring finger and breathe out through the right. Now we're just going to do that at a fast pace. So you'll start to get used to it. You can do it a little slowly to begin with. But as you start to get the sequence, it's all in through the left nostril and out through the right nostril. And we're just blocking each nostril as we do that. So in through the left, out through the right. Next inhale, breathe in. Hands back to your knees. Hold the breath in. Then release. Now we're going to do the other side. So this is inhale through the right nostril, exhale through the left. We start off with blocking the left nostril with our ring finger, opening the right. We're going to breathe in through the right, block the right nostril, out through the left. And again, we're just going to increase the pace of that, and we can incorporate that stomach pumping motion, similar to a breath of fire. As we go, this is a great way to start your practice and harmonize and balance each hemisphere of the brain. So in through the right, out through the left, in right, out left. Big breath in through the right. Hold. Hands come down to the knees. And release. Then we're going to move straight into a spinal breath. There's a big in through the nose, hands come out, opening the heart, raising the third eye up, lifting the chin slightly, out through the mouth. And as we breathe out, we're going to close our fists and bring our elbows into the navel center and push the navel back to the spine, allowing all that air to come out. In, out through the mouth, really curving and flexing and extending that spine. We're opening up those energy channels. Breathing in life force, energy. Breathing out any stress, any resistance to the practice. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, we're going to hold the breath. Hold the arms up. Close the eyes. Bring your attention inward and upward. Close the eyes to the third eye. Opening the heart. Holding the breath. We're just here for 30 seconds. Halfway. Release. Keep it going. In nose. Out mouth. 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 Hold the breath out. Hands to knees, holding the breath out. Increase and raise the heart. Open the heart. Holding the breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe. Staying inwards, staying in state. Bring your breath back to that normal, equal inhalation, exhalation, in and out through the nose. Not just finding your center, embodying and being the center. Now we're going to move into a prana shakti breath. We have the hands out and up, palms open, in through the nose, and then as we come out, we're going to hit the elbows into the side. This is great for activating and draining the lymphatic system, and it's a fast breath. It's in through the nose, out through the mouth. Pulling that energy down. Great for clearing your auric field. Halfway. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One minute. Stick with it. $30. 'In breath, hold the hands up, hold the breath in, 45 seconds. Close the eyes, move the eyes inward and upward, bringing your attention and focus to the third eye center. Halfway. If you need to take a sip of air, just take a small sip. Push through. Even if your arms are hurting, overpower that egoic mind. You have got more in you than any limitation that we set. We set limitations around everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose, hands to the knees. Give your shoulders a little roll backwards. Roll them forwards. We're going to move into a cosmic sequence. In through the nose, opening up the heart, out through the mouth, curving and flexing the spine. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. In nose, out mouth. Deepen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. No pause at the top, no pause at the bottom. Just cyclical breathing. In nose, out mouth. Moving the spine, allowing energy to flow from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown chakra. Surrendering to the practice. Surrendering into the moment. Allowing thoughts to drift away. Keeping your attention focused inward. "15 seconds, we're going to do our first breath hold of this sequence. Inhale and hold. Hold. 45 seconds. Again, if you feel like you need to breathe, just take a small sip of air and continue to hold the breath. Keep your attention inward. Ten, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Now we're going to move into Cosmic 2 now. That is, we're going to reverse that cycle. This time it's in through the mouth, out through the nose. Moving the spine still. In mouth, out nose. In mouth, out nose. In mouth, out nose. Long, slow, deep breaths. In through the mouth, out through the nose. Moving that spine, allowing flow, the energy to flow up and down the spine. Connecting the root chakra and the crown chakra. In mouth, Out nose. In mouth. Out nose. Deepening the inhale. Lengthening and extending the exhale. In mouth. Out nose. No pause at the top, no pause at the bottom, just cyclical breathing. Two more cycles through, and then we're going to hold our breath. Out nose. In mouth. Out nose. Inhale and hold. 1 minute. Bringing our attention inward and upward to the third eye with the eyes closed. Halfway. Ten seconds. You can do it. 2, 1, and breathe. We move into the final part of that practice, the cosmic sequence. It's going to be in through the nose, out through the mouth, in mouth, out nose, in nose, out mouth, in mouth, out nose, in nose, out mouth, in mouth, out nose. Moving that spine, in nose, out mouth, in mouth, out nose, in nose, out mouth. Keep going. In mouth, out nose. Now by yourself. In nose, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. Keep that sequence going. In 15 seconds, we're going to do our breath hold again. In nose, out mouth, in mouth, out nose, in nose, and then hold. In, hold. 1 minute 30. Keeping our attention inward and upward to the third eye. Halfway. Again, if you need to breathe, just take a small sip of air. "30 seconds to go. Stay with it. Stay inward. "15. 10. 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Keep going with that cycle. In nose. Out mouth. In mouth. Out nose. In nose. Out mouth. In mouth. Out nose. In nose. Out mouth, and hold the breath out. Open the heart. 30 seconds. Holding the breath out. 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Well done. Breathing normally in and out through the nose. Just start to calm the breath. Staying in state. Going to do our last technique before we move into a beautiful visualization. Now this is a 7-part inhale, and we're going to alternate between the nose and the mouth. So it's just about taking small sips of air. So it's in through the nose, in through the mouth, in nose, in mouth, in nose, in mouth, in nose. Hold for however long is comfortable, and then slowly release through the nose. So we're just about taking small sips of air so you can get the 7-part inhale. So 7-part inhale uninterrupted, and then a hold, and then a slow exhale through the nose. So hold, release. Nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose. Hold, and then release through the nose. It's called breath of light. Now, as we're moving through this practice, I want you to visualize light moving from the root chakra all the way up the spine, up to the crown, which is where we hold. We bring our attention inward and upward to the third eye, holding the breath, and then we're releasing. So in nose, in mouth, in nose, in mouth, in nose, in mouth, in nose. Finish the breath. Hold. Release through the nose. Allowing on the out breath for the higher self to descend, that energy from source to descend all the way down to the root chakra. And then again, we start and we visualize as we're taking those 7 inhales as light, golden light moving up the spine, up through each chakra, through each energy center in the body, all the way up to the crown chakra, where we hold and then release. 7-part inhale, hold, and then a 1 exhale through the nose. Move through 3 more cycles. When you're finished, just bringing the hands on the knees, start to bring your breath back to just a normal inhale and exhale through the nose. Nice, slow, equal inhalation and exhalation. Just feeling yourself grounded, yet connected to the cosmos. I've opened up that spinal channel, the Sushumna, connecting us from the earth to the cosmos. Now it's time to bridge that gap between the seen and the unseen. The subtle messenger of the spirit. With every inhale, you receive wisdom. With every exhale, you express your purpose. Now just say that to yourself. With every inhale, I receive wisdom of great spirit. With every exhale, I express my purpose. Every inhale, I receive wisdom from great spirit. With every exhale, I express my purpose. Still holding that image, that feeling of that golden thread, that golden light moving from the root chakra all the way up to the crown chakra. Cleansing the channel, clearing any resistance, any limiting beliefs, any thought that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy. Allowing that golden light to clear that channel. Replace it with I am worthy. I am enough. I am love. Now I invite you to see or sense your highest expression of yourself. The version of you that's living fully embodied, purposeful life. Full of presence, full of peace, full of power. Let that self appear before you. Radiant, sturdy, compassionate, sovereign, hold that image in your mind's eye, or that sense, that feeling. Now I want you to enhance the colors. Make it more vibrant. Make it larger. Enhance it. Feel it. Now I want you to take notice. What does that future version of yourself look like? How do they hold themselves? What's their body language like? Their face soft, at peace and happy? Are they strong? Are they vibrant? Are they radiating life force energy, vitality? Enhance the colors again. Bring it closer. Can you sense that they lead with their heart, follow their intuition? They mean what they say and say what they mean. Free from self-judgment. Hold that image. With every inhale, you move that image closer to you. With every exhale, release the fear. Any fear that you are not able to achieve this. Based on any limiting belief, conditioning, or feeling of lack of self-worth. Feel the wisdom of your highest version of yourself, your full potential. Feel that wisdom radiating into every cell in your body. Close that gap even more. Bridge that gap between the heavens and the earthly physical plane. Now bringing that image of yourself so close that you can look straight in to your higher self's eyes. I want you to take your hand, your left hand, and I want you to place it over your solar plexus. Now I want you to say to yourself, as you breathe in and out, I lead with inner strength. 3 times. On the in-breath, I lead with inner strength. I lead with inner strength. Now move your left hand to your heart. On the in-breath, I embody my highest self with every breath. I embody my higher self with every breath. I embody my higher self with every breath. Now take both hands into Namaskar, place them touching the third eye on the forehead. On the in-breath, I see clearly and live with purpose. I see clearly and live with purpose. I see clearly and live with purpose. Placing the hands back to the knees, staying in state with the eyes closed, keeping that vision of yourself. Now I want you to visualize the merging of the two. Integrating that higher self with you in the now, in this very moment. As you merge the two, I want you to feel the energy, feel every cell vibrate, celebrate of you coming into your highest potential and realizing your highest potential. Now enhance and expand that feeling. Feel it coming out of every pore in your skin, down through your root chakra into the earth, out through your crown chakra into the cosmos, connecting you to all, to source, through that golden thread of light. Keep expanding that field so it's outside of you, like an orb, embodying your entire auric field. Hold that energy, hold that frequency. Visualize the merging of your highest self with the you in the now, in this present moment. As you merge, feel that energy and frequency vibrate through your entire body, through every cell, celebrating. So you are realizing your full potential, and merging with your highest self. And every in-breath, you're expanding the field. That golden thread of light moving down through the root chakra, connecting you to the earth, and out through the crown chakra, connecting you to the cosmos and source energy. Feel it expand. Saturating your entire auric field. Start to feel the impact that this integration has on you as a person, on your family, on the people you love, on your children, on your relationships, on your habits, on your behaviors. Feel the energy of being in complete alignment. See the ripple of the embodiment, how it moves through time, through generations. Now slowly, when you're ready, start to bring your awareness back into your body. Start to wiggle the toes. Start to bring your awareness in through the legs, through your hips, up through the neck, in the chest and your shoulders. Remembering there's nothing to become, only to remember. Remembering every single breath is your bridge back. Bringing the hands to the heart, keeping the eyes closed. We seal the practice off. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ali Om Tat Sat. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a beautiful day.